Welcome to South Harmon. Welcome to South Harmon. Hey, welcome to South Harmon. We glad you here today. Another AMA. Ask me anything. Super chat is cool if you wanna pay to play. Like and subscribe, that's what we really appreciate. Let me introduce you to the tear down king. Mike McNutty, ask your questions, he'll answer anything. ATM, you know Adam, put them graphics on the screen. Glad you tapped in now, stay tapped in for the team. Hey, everything is posted. Go follow the socials. South Harmon FF tag us if we get noticed. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today. Another AMA. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today.
Yo. What's good? What's popping? That wasn't a clean break of the intro, but we here. That's all that matters, you know?
We in here, man. Let's go.
Hey, first time, man. First time. I leave thumbnails up. I forget to play intros. I don't play the right intro.
That's it.
Yeah, you did well, man.
Once I get the timing, we're gonna be A-okay, you know?
Fizzle is running the show tonight. Fizzle,
if that's the worst you do, like if you didn't say nothing, people wouldn't even notice that wasn't a clean break. Like that was, if that's the smoothest mess up you got, we're in great hands, man. That was a great job.
Once upon a time, I had to remind Adam too at the end of Ecamm, like it always comes back in after the thumbnail, and we still live for like 1 or 2 seconds. So I'm like, Adam, shut the fuck up.
Honestly, that was probably kind of gas at the last minute, like just me talking some crazy shit right before the thing ends.
Oh, Fizz, man, how you been? How you been doing? You recovered from the draft?
Oh yeah. I'm good, man. You know that first night took me out, man. I had to go to work Saturday morning. I was no good, man. I realized I did entirely too much drinking, man. So I'm back, you know. I'm back out here today, man. So I realize I'm pulling up too, Mike.
I realize I'm on mute. People need to hear the ice cubes. They gotta hear the ice cubes. Show don't start officially till you hear the ice cubes.
What's up? I'm excited to hear that you're doing better from the draft. I still definitely have not recovered. But you know,
well, I know you look kind of sober though, Adam. You know,
listen, I've been sober, but I got a drink tonight. Hold on, where's my damn? Listen, I'm going straight out of the bottle too, because I didn't get to drink much in New York, so maybe this will help me get there. You know,
that's it, man. Pull up something, man. Pull up with your boy.
That Garrison Brothers.
This is gas, and we're gonna.
I like that style on there, man.
Out the bottle.
That's it.
We're back, baby.
That's it.
We're back like we never fucking left, huh? Come on now.
Yeah, over under on his shirt coming off tonight.
I mean, if that's what everyone's into, I'll take it off. I don't think you want to see it, but I'll do it.
I set the bar low on the draft stream. It was $40.
Mike, I mean, I know they don't want to see me without my beard either, and that happened. So
well, I'm glad we got a line in at least. We got at least a line in, man. It was serial killer vibes going on, man.
For sure. I mean, to be fair, like I don't think I'm the best looking guy in general, but you take my beard away, and I'm really in trouble. Big time trouble. So
it was the Apple Jacks killer out here, man. I'm glad you back out the Big Apple.
Hey, whoever made that thumbnail tonight did a hell of a job. Who was that guy?
Well, here I hope people took the unders, which I know it's impossible to take the under on me. So unfortunately, Vegas big winner tonight on this one. I was here ready to rock, man. 925.
That's it.
The question you have to ask yourself: who's running the stream?
Facts.
I mean, you know, it's
cool. If you're running the stream, you can't be late, right? That's kind of technically how it works.
Yeah.
Listen, Adam, I'll take them into our text exchange today. I sent you the room link. I said, remember Fizzle's taking this thing over tonight. And he goes, 9:30, right? I said, yeah. And then I put 9:30 sharp with an asterisk around sharp.
We got here 5 minutes early, man. We're gonna give him the credit, you know?
Yeah, that's the old what was it, Vince Lombardi? Right?
If you're 5 minutes early, you're on time.
Exactly. I was on time.
You late. Right?
I was on time. 5 minutes right on the nose, man.
My boy was on time tonight, man. So How the chat feeling, man? What we got going on in the chat up in here? My boy J Cap, what's up, bro?
What's up, J Cap?
I had him be on
Then
CPT.
Skeletor, J Jack.
What up, Skeletor? Yeah.
I love this.
DB.
Hey, DB and I had a serious long chat after the draft. I kept wanting, be like, I'm gonna get some sleep, and DB's like, nah, hold up, I got something to talk to you about. 6 hours, man. 6 hours. We went through the whole fucking his ranks, my ranks.
And man, that should have been recorded, man. You could have put that up for some content or something.
Well, you know what, Fizz? That's a great segue because DB, listen, like the amount of pushing and pulling he did with me on and just rankings and talking, we got to get you on content, man. That can't just be a conversation for me. I like it, but it's got to be somebody. There's got to be somebody else that benefits from it. You know what I mean?
Don't hit him too hard. I just got off a 35-minute phone call with him before we came on air.
Yes.
My boy DB, man. DB got it.
We go back to the roots when it comes to 4D. If Mike and I have an agenda, it's tag team, man. We go back to the tag team, the roots.
Tag team champions of the world.
Adam's beard was? The people want to know. I mean, it's gone.
Ethan, we gonna get back to you, Ethan. We got you, brother. We gonna put you up real soon, my boy.
What's Ethan got?
He got, we gonna go.
Oh, question. Yeah, Ethan, we'll get to it.
Yeah, we're gonna get to you, brother. Definitely.
I mean, listen, it's gonna take another week and then you'll forget about it. But for now, I still gotta, take the L. Big time.
Coming in thick. That's a thick boy.
That's a thick ass boy. Damn, boy, he's thick.
Man, y'all boys is crazy, man. Hey, look, hold on. I see my boy on here, man. Look, I gave Coop a shout out in the DMs. I'm gonna give him a shout out here. My boy was locked in. He made every pick, even with 2 glasses of wine in his hand. Every trade, every alert, he was on it, man. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't handle it. I thought I could have did it, but I'm glad we had Coop on the task, man, because he ain't missing nothing. He was on it.
Let's call it what it is, man. Since the Expo last year, I mean, we have. I feel like Coop has really become. He's the identity of what a shithead is, man. Double fisting, running things right. Give the kid a lot of credit, man. He's come a long fucking way. I'm so proud of Coop. I really am.
Once we get that $1,000 super chat, he promised me he's getting a neck tattoo.
By the way, are we getting that warp? With like a barcode or some shit? That'd be so sweet.
Hey, go ahead, man.
How are we liking it? I'm loving it, frankly.
What's that? The banana one? I hope that ain't.
It's I don't even know what this is. Karuba elderflower. All I know is it tastes like summer. It's a little bit sweet, but it tastes like summer.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
I kind of figured it was in Spanish, to be honest with you guys, but
Karuba.
Yeah, nobody heard of that, man. It sounds like a summer.
Heard of Karuba.
It kind of sounds like
sounds like an island or something, right?
Yeah, they made it seem like it's better than it is, frankly, right? Like this has to be good. No C4. I don't have any C4s here. Hoosier. What's up, Simon? What's up, everybody?
What up, bro? What up?
Somebody says, what's CMC worth in tiered scoring? I mean, I feel like that's a good question to talk about. The whole CMC, right?
What about the thumbnail? Draft takeaways. Biggest ones.
How much time you got?
We'll keep it short and sweet.
I mean, like, I feel like this draft is still like low key processing.
It is,
as far as what the fuck happened, because there was Mike, the Penix pick, between the Penix pick and then the end of the first round, the amount of chaos that ensued there. The Panthers trading up one spot when it felt like there was about 6 receivers they could take. The Niners taking Pearsall and then not moving Debo or Ayuk yet, doubling down, taking Jacob Cowan in the 4. Like, that's just literally just a handful of things. There's so much to fucking discuss. It's honestly crazy. This draft did not disappoint. How about that?
So how many of you guys seen Jonathan Brooks go in the first round of your rookie drafts?
I've heard about it. I just haven't seen it.
Okay. I was just curious. He's got an ADP now of 112. So he's obviously creeped up there.
Can we talk about that part too? Because Mike, here's the thing about the ADP, by the way. Okay, so I just talked to Koopa with this. If you go to Superflex rookie in our South Harmon, these drafts are since Friday. So from Friday to now, there's been 9,942 drafts.
God damn.
Bro, just to give you an idea, let's talk about it. And guess what's crazy? Somehow his ADP's at 112, where I've seen him in multiple drafts go like 204, 206 type thing. You know what that means?
Yeah.
There's motherfuckers out here taking him 108 somewhere to make that ADP
Just
work.
Average it out, right?
What the heck? Who's
that's
doing this?
crazy.
Who are these people? And if you're out there, put it in the comments so we can start a league together. It's gonna be a fun one. You know, like what is happening?
And not even a running back needy team should be making a move like that, man. That's crazy.
I mean, Mike, where are you at on this? Am I too?
I mean, I kind of see it. I listened to the shout out JJ Zacharyson. We gotta listen. I'm gonna shoot.
D-Walk saying this guy. Okay, 112 is one thing. I'm talking like, first of all, that's too early, but
yeah, not the 108 though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna shoot my shot one of these days and try to get JJ on a AMA. I think that'd be a good time.
JJ?
Yeah, but he was JJ Zacharyson. He was talking about.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was looking at D-Walk. I'm confused. Sorry.
He was talking about on his pod I was listening to today about how good of a profile he had, right? Like right up there with Kenneth Walker, Javonte Williams, and his Zach model. Very good score, like in the 90s, mid 90s.
Okay.
Which was good. I mean, I thought Kenneth Walker was a really good prospect. Just a couple of years ago, Adam, we were arguing in that draft class to draft him at 102 or 103, right? But how far we've come. I really thought the community hated running backs more than this. Like to actually see one creep up. I probably have more concerns because of the ACL, like when's he playing? And then any running back coming off an ACL you have some concerns with unless they are a generational type athlete, which I don't know if Jonathan Brooks is because we didn't get to see it tested, right?
Yeah.
But like Saquon coming off ACL, Breece Hall last year, like those guys ended up being fine. But we've also seen running backs not ever be fine after an ACL. So it's a tough one for me, like because you play that in. It's a kind of a black box prospect where you just don't really know all the facts. So to take him over what is the best wide receiver rookie class I think we've ever seen and probably will ever see, it's a tough ass, man, in the day and age where people hate running backs. Like I guess I understand it, Adam, but not when you're telling me it's 108.
Well, I mean,
at that point, I was out.
Let's even go to 112 then. Let's even just discuss the 112. Like, are you more in there or?
So I pulled up not only South Harmon's ADP, but Adico's to look at his as well.
Okay.
And they got him over Bo Nix, Keon, Trey Benson, obviously, which there's no issue there, right? But Michael Penix, Pearsall.
I had a question about that Trey Benson though, man. Let's say James Conner gets hurt week 1 and Trey Benson gets to start week 1.
Yeah.
With Kyler Murray and that offense, I mean, I don't see how Jonathan Brooks is a guarantee pick over Trey Benson in a situation where James Conner can leave or get hurt and Trey Benson got the wheels to take off because we know what that offense can do with Kyler Murray healthy. You know what I'm saying? So I had a conversation earlier today about that, and I actually had Jonathan Brooks there, and then my guy told me like, man, hold on, and now it hit me like you right. If Conner for some reason just didn't play, let's just say week 1 he never played, Trey Benson would be a 109, 110 pick. If you look at what he can do in that offense.
Yeah. Like, let's say Connor wasn't a part of the roster. They really needed a running back.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If
they
he was
Terry Benson where they took him and Marv where they took him. Yeah. Benson would be, I bet you Benson would definitely be running back 1 at that point, even though Brooks went a little bit earlier.
Yeah. But I'm saying even with, we all know Jonathan Brooks is Jonathan Brooks, but I'm saying he's still coming off of ACL. He still got, technically Miles Sanders is somewhere floating around in the sky in the locker room somewhere. And James Conner is literally on the way out. We know that's coming. So if Trey Benson can show just a little bit this year and James Conner leaves or he gets injured, man, Trey Benson can really take that position, man, and take it to the sky with that. So I wouldn't literally just say that he's the number 2 behind Jonathan Brooks, like guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? It's situational, but I believe Trey can take that second he hit the field.
You're 1,000% right. There's a scenario where we live in where James Conner gets phased out, whether it's injury or poor play or old age, faster than we anticipate, right?
Well, I mean,
much faster than we anticipate. And all of a sudden, it's like one guy's rehabbing an ACL. Not going to be 100%.
Exactly. Yep.
Going to take a little bit to work into the offense once he does get on the field, week 5, 6, whatever it is, when he actually comes off the PUP or injured reserve or however they put him on it. Jesus, man. Like, Trey Benson could hit the ground running, literally. Literally. In a high-powered offense.
In general. Yeah, the offense in
Damn.
general.
That offense is 10 times fucking better
Yeah,
than
man.
what's in Carolina. Like,
The
I
offense
just realized
in
I
general.
can't.
excited.
I just realized I can't do my super chat thing. But man, somebody, I'll tell you what, Random Bob man has been coming after me, and I love it.
Well, it's good. Like, instead of the super chat sounder, I got this one, Adam. Does that work?
Damn,
I mean,
bro.
absolutely. Oh, that's rough.
Damn,
Oh no,
son.
damn,
I got you.
damn,
got you.
brother, making me relive that sound when I was
Random
really
Bob, man.
no beard. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is fair. There's a reason they
Yeah,
call
that
him
ain't-
the beard. We don't need to see it.
That ain't right, bro. That ain't right.
Well, I wonder what James Harden would look like. With
Go
a beard.
back to the Arizona State
No,
days.
not when he was a baby. Not when. He
Oh,
was a baby.
right now?
Yeah.
He would have a fat looking face, I bet you.
I
think
Photoshop
so?
it. I figure it out.
All them honey buns?
You
You
think
seen
he
him,
looked
honey
like?
buns?
You think he looked like me after I shaved off for respirator day?
And Mike, that's not fair to ask me that on air, buddy. You know, come on.
Hey, James Harden, that boy thick. That's a thick ass boy.
I mean, I feel like it'd be closer than I want to say, but I'm gonna take Mike still in the
Remember when
the
he used to?
thick ass boy.
Remember when he used to be able to dunk?
That's a long time ago.
Bunch of Krispy Kremes ago.
Yeah, the honey buns man got him for sure.
With the sound.
We got a super chat question though.
Yeah, we do. We do. Simon.
What up, Simon?
I hit the sounder for you, Adam.
Damn, this is savagery again. This is
Reliving your
outrageous.
nightmare.
That's it.
Reliving your nightmare.
That sound doesn't have the same exciting feeling that I once did.
What
for me.
was the first part of his question here? I see he's got the context.
I can't
here.
click.
Oh, you do. Yeah, you got two parts.
Yep.
All right, go ahead, Fizz.
Oh, 12 team Superflex PPR start 10 lineup. Sell Ayuk for Downs, Christian Watson, AD Mitchell, plus Curtis Samuel, plus a 25. Oh, you got a lot of pluses, brother. Hold on now.
Oh, okay. So it's the comp in the parentheses. So you get to pick one of those three potentially, right? So it's going to be Curtis
Yeah,
Samuel
Ayuk
plus a
for-
25 first, plus the either one of
Plus
Downs, Watson, or
Samuel.
Mitchell.
If you ask which receiver, I have 325 first.
I can't say
Oh,
no to
we
these
got-
guys. I don't think.
I'm about to say we gotta get the context too, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Pull up that context.
If you have that, that'd be even better. Dub.
So Ayuk.
Okay.
um,
Simulator has me fourth best, 9-5. The villain was the third worst with 4-10, 2% playoffs. I'm assuming the villain is who this pick would be coming from. If it's the
Right.
third worst, there's no way I can
The
say
villain.
no.
The villain. The villain. Do I risk contending window for potentially early first? All right. So back to the first part then. The Curtis Samuel thing in the start 10, I give zero shits about.
Yeah,
Fuck
not Curtis
outta
Samuel. Nah.
I mean,
Pass.
at this point,
good.
I'm kind of viewing him as like a. I have to take him to make the deal happen. But I'll be honest, Mike. What? Okay, first of all, let's talk about the question of which three of these receivers are you taking?
There you go. Which is the most valuable? It's
Let's
either
rank 'em.
Watson.
Let's rank
it's
'em.
either Watson or Adnai. Get Downs the fuck out of this.
For
part.
sure.
That-
Me personally,
Can
this is a best ball trade because I wouldn't want to force start Christian Watson or AD or Downs every week if I didn't have to. So, me personally, since it's a lineup, it's kind of tough. I would rather have Ayuk than all those guys in the pick personally.
Interesting. Even though it has the like very likely scenario of being a top 3 or 4 pick.
Oh yeah, that changed my mind a little bit. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I say I can't say no.
Yeah,
Generically, now if it was just a generic or late type 25 first, I can kind of get more behind what you're saying there, Fizz, for sure.
Yeah, that's because Christian Watson, man. I know what he's ranked to be, but man, I don't trust that guy, man.
I'm gonna say no. I'm keeping Brandon Ayuk in this situation.
Really interesting. Okay.
24 class was amazing. I won't dispute that at all. And there are some pieces in the 25 class I like. Luther Burden, Evan Stewart, Tet McMillan. The quarterbacks, though, not that good right now, as far as we know. It looks like a rough class, to be honest, Adam, and I would have a tough time. Listen, I like Luther Burden, I like Evan Stewart, but they are nowhere near the fucking prospects that Rome, Marv, Malik Neighbors are. Let's get that out of the question.
For sure.
They are more in line with maybe a souped-up Xavier Worthy or a Brian Thomas, just a little bit, right?
I think Luther Burden would come in ahead of those guys personally.
Yeah,
but that he would not be in the tier of Rome, and he would not be in that first tier. But I think there's a couple receivers that would be in between. But I'm with you. Like, there's no one in this class period that screams, I gotta have him.
So if you told me, like, I'm doing this 1-for-1, like, I could see a scenario next year where I have Ayuk ranked ahead of all those guys. Easily.
Sure. But here's go ahead.
In a second in value, Christian Watson, A.D. Mitchell, whatever the fuck Curtis Samuel is, like, just doesn't do it for me. Like, it just doesn't in this class, the upcoming class.
Yeah, I'm not. If I have this team, Simon, I'm not taking us 25 first with the idea of I'm gonna hold this bitch and draft a player. Frankly,
That's right.
I got 4 first. I got an early first, and I think the combination of all those picks plus the likelihood of a few of them being early lets me go buy north of Ayuk. It's nothing against Ayuk here. It's just the value. I'm not looking to hold it all until the way the draft falls in 2025 with the team he has. I think 25 first with at least one, if not two of them being early. I like Ayuk, man. I like Ayuk, Mike, but I just can't say that that's the right process play. And I think what I would do in a counter, and the reason I wanted to go through and say which 2 of the 3 we'd like, is what I would probably do is counter back or ATM it back, moving Samuel out and putting in the second person from this parentheses.
Yeah. But I will say this, though. I think the scarcity of Ayuk's future is why people are really debating. Because I had an Ayuk trade a little while ago, and then more so was because I just didn't know the situation. You know, once those tea leaves start falling and they start talking about trades and the Instagram get removed and all that, man, you just don't know. So I guess you try to capitalize on what you can get, because if you end up somewhere where he's buried behind another guy or the offense isn't clicking, you might not get this offer that you got. But
hey, Simon, since you super chatted it too, I'm going to go pull up everything in the lab. So can you tell me what the league is here for this one, and what your team name is on Sleeper, your username?
The other thing, while he pulls it up here, while Simon gets that information, Fizz, I understand about that part about the Ayuk, like the uncertainty. But I am 95% sure that any situation that Brandon Ayuk would potentially get moved to would be a better situation for him as a wide receiver in a fantasy option than it is in San Francisco.
Interesting.
You sure?
Yes. I mean, we're talking about a guy last year who scored a lot of fantasy points. I mean, 16th in points per game for Brandon Ayuk, on 105 targets, right? Like, CD's out here getting 180. Like, just getting force fed. The problem is he's got so many other guys on there, and I get it, the offense is more efficient, but it's not a super pass heavy offense, and it's not a pass heavy offense that is devoid of talent. It's like Brandon Ayuk gets dealt somewhere, it's usually gonna be to a wide receiver needy team. It's gonna be to a team that's gonna go, fuck yeah, buddy, step in as the number one. Here's 140, 150 targets. Even if his efficiency were to go down, the overall volume gain that he's going to get is going to be a major boost to him. And really, in fantasy, that's all we're really fucking chasing at the end of the day.
Nah, you're right. I actually, I know they took Leggett, but I actually had a fear he was going to the Panthers. And not that I don't think the Panthers can fix that situation. I just don't know exactly how Ayuk was shaped in the beginning of going to a team like the Panthers, who I knew needed a receiver, because a lot of T. Higgins talk was getting brought up. And I just thought Ayuk was going to be one of their targets. I mean, they traded up in the first to get their guy, so I wouldn't have thrown me off to see them go get Ayuk. And I'm just not sure if the community would have valued him as much going to a team like Carolina. Because it's all really on what the community wants to buy him for, not necessarily what you think or I think. It's more so what the community. And some people see them helmets, man, and they don't want to buy because he played for this team or this team. So I really like keeping Ayuk in this situation, to be honest. But if it was for early first next year, and what Adam said, stack the first and make another move with it, I like that move.
I'm looking up the warp here. He said it's a SMIG 00.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
You already got it.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm looking it up to see here. So trying to. I think it's HMC Quaid. No, not there. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
For me, I can't do it because, again, Fizz, like I said, I mean, this is a guy who was extremely efficient, but he wasn't efficient like, okay, so he's not just a deep threat, or he's not just a jump ball wide receiver who happened to kind of get lucky and luck into a lot of touchdowns. Mm-hmm. The way Brandon Ayuk wins is just by beating you with awesome routes. Just fucking fantastic routes. And he's a dynamo after the catch. Like any offense that he goes to, he's going to be the number one receiver. Unless
I'm telling you right now,
unless it was something stupid like the Raiders trade for him, and then you could have like the conversation like, can he out target Devontae Adams because Adams is still really good.
That's all I'm saying, man. You got coaches, man, that just everything you saying makes sense, Mike. But coaches sometimes they think they know what they're doing, and then they put Ayuk in a system that don't work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking what you're saying though. You 100% right. He should work any way he go. But man, these coaches out here that too good for their own good, man.
Let me ask you guys this. Just a couple things here to ask. First and foremost, let's just talk about this. The Clay C14 team. Clay C, if you're listening, earmuffs. This is a super chat. You ain't a part of this. All right. Mike, this is a team I'm not just happy. I'm eager to bet against.
Is it really that bad?
You talking about for the trade?
And the reason I say that, Mike, is because a lot of its value is incorporated with rookie picks that were just drafted. So it's not a team that like all these like Xavier Worthy, Brian Thomas, Adonai Mitchell, Ricky Pearsall, Michael Penix, all these dudes ain't smashing. Like this team is not winning games, bro. I'll make a case that it's probably a lock for top 3, and it's not ready yet, man. It's just not ready yet at all, in my personal estimation. The only difference makers he has on the team is Kyler Murray and Jahmyr Gibbs. Everybody else is just like their time's not now.
So that's the dude that's sending away the Watson first. And the first, and the fish.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, which one of the 3 receivers are we taking?
I'm probably taking Adonai personally, but I mean you could make the case for a lot of them. Let me ask you guys this, and this is what I was going to ask Simon. What do you think the chances are that if you swapped out, drop Curtis Samuel, drop these 3 names? What if it was Brian Thomas, Mike? What if it was Brian Thomas, Fizzle, and the first and 20 at that first and 25?
I get behind that one.
I would. 100%.
I think what I'm doing, Simon.
Yeah, keep Curtis Samuel.
This is where I like to have the whole context, because what I'm doing is drop Curtis Samuel from the trade, add Brian Thomas, see how desperate he's willing to go. Right. I think this is where I'm going to start my counterback. I'll end up settling on this if I have to, but I think if he thinks Ayuk's a good enough player for him and he needs this type of trade, I'd be willing to do it. I'm definitely going to ATM this, though, because the first in his 25 is what I want more than anything in the deal. But I think there's probably a chance that you could ask for Brian Thomas back. And then also, maybe if you have to, give him back one of these little Curtis Samuel types from you to make the deal go through. Sometimes you got to, flip the assets around to get the deal done how you want it to be. But I'll just tell you, his team is also, Mike, his team's ready to go too. Like I think I like this for him. He could get away with. Let me just ask you guys how you feel about his team without Brandon Ayuk for a few weeks. Still has Michael Pittman Jr., DK Metcalf, George Pickens, Mari Cooper. Like I'm good, man, for a little bit.
But with the Pittman, we don't need to. I mean, we wouldn't need Downs or AD, right?
Yeah, already pass on those guys then.
Yeah.
I'm looking at them not as like staples in my lineup. I'm looking for a value bump, but that's fine too. If you wanted to diversify and go ahead and get Christian Watson instead,
how about getting none of them back?
Okay. That's what I say.
How about getting none of them back and get his first and his second?
You could do that too. I think what I would try is that Brian Thomas in the first and try to see if I can work something out there. If you can't get Brian Thomas in the first, I think first and a second and maybe even something else, because I feel like that's even.
Give me your third two, motherfucker.
Yeah. I want all of your future. Let me actually just see. Let me pull a team up here.
Stick them up.
Hold on.
Stick them up, man. Call an ambulance.
No, you know what
Call
I'm doing?
An ambulance.
I'll tell you what I'm doing.
Not
Simon.
for me.
I'll tell you what I'm doing, Simon. Let me just go ahead and get his 25 and 26 here. You can have value. You're ready to win now. I'll take your future. You go win now.
Hey, nah, go ahead.
Dude, this is the greatest question ever from Fantasy God. Greatest question I've ever seen. Lena Rhodes, right? Dude, I'm going Lena Rhodes.
Lena
Rhodes. Yeah, easy. No question. Sorry, Brandon.
Sorry, Brandon. You're gone, buddy. I'll take a shot to that, too.
Lisa Ann or Ayuk Fizz?
That's tough.
That ain't tough.
You got to ask T-Rock that, man. You know where T-Rock going.
T-Rock
To even put Lisa Ann in the same breath is crazy, you know?
No. I mean, it's like comparing Bryce Young to Tom Brady, all right?
Y'all got it?
Stop.
Y'all got it. All right, so hold on. We had didn't we have a question we needed to get to from the early part?
That was in the beginning.
I started the early ones too.
Hold on one second, y'all. I gotta handle something. Give me 1 sec.
You handle it up. How should I draft these picks? 101, 2, 3, and 5. He already has Hurts, Deshaun Watson, Porta, T, Reed, Jalen Warren. So it's a 12-team start 9 superflex PPR 4-point passing touchdown, no tight end premium. He knows that 104 is taking wide receiver 100%. He only received one trade offer: Daniels plus 203 for Kyler. Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, I like that Daniels with 203 for Kyler though.
Dude, I love Daniels too, man. But fucking sign me up for Kyler, man.
Yeah, Kyler hot right now, man.
Kyler hot.
So Mike, this is a personal question outside of this. Kyler and Josh Allen, right?
Yep.
Say you're going to get Josh Allen.
Yep.
You got Kyler. Oh no. Say you got Josh Allen and you're going to get Kyler.
Okay.
What's the tear down that you would need to give away Josh Allen for Kyler?
Probably an early second in this class. Just
early second.
Early second. Give me an early second. Give me the 203. Give me the 203. I believe in Kyler that much. Josh Allen's by far and away my quarterback one, and I'm a Jalen Hurts guy. But I feel really good.
I believe once Kyler would get this offense he got, man, it's going up.
Welcome back to the top 4, Kyler.
Yeah. I look at his value today in some places, and I'm like, man, he behind Herbert. He behind.
That's stupid.
He behind a couple people, and I'm like, nah.
I talked with Eric last night when we recorded the podcast. I said, it's kind of hard for me. I'm going to have a tough time deciding between Kyler and Lamar Jackson. Not going to lie. Between the two.
You want QB1, you go Action Jackson, man. But,
come on.
we going, I'm just saying, man. But Kyler behind Joe Burrow, I ain't feeling it. I've seen it in a lot of places. Kyler, I mean, I'm guessing, he still got to get back. He got his injury, all that good stuff. But, man, with Marv on your team and Trey McBride, I don't see how Kyler can't take off this year.
So would you trade Daniels in the 203 for Kyler in this?
My heart would say yes. Okay. But I'm just going off of rookie hype right now, too. I'm not going to lie. I got that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, damn, I want to do it. But I'll wake up probably tomorrow like, damn, I don't know. I should have waited. You know what I'm saying? So that's a tough question right there because, again, I'm thinking Kyler could be 104, like you just said, as far as quarterbacks go, top 4, top 5. So Daniels got a little bit of time to get there.
I mean, hypothetically with this guy with the picks, Lethan, I guess I got to ask you, have you ever done a quarterback horde before?
I mean, but he got the picks. Yeah, pick 1, 2, 3, 5. So
listen, because he's got Daniels on lock, 1, 2, and 3. He's got Daniels on lock, and he's got to send away the 203 for Kyler. It also means he's going to get the stack with Marv because he's taking Marv with one of those other picks for sure.
Well, here's the thing: if 104 is taking receiver 100%, don't you make 5 a quarterback? Just inherently.
This is just why I asked. Besides the Daniels and the 203 for Kyler, just originally, I'm sitting there and I'm looking and I go, I could go Caleb, Marv, Daniels. 4 is going to take a quarterback. I could take Drake May, and now I add 3 of the best rookie quarterbacks in this class. Picks 1, 2, and 3 in the NFL draft to Jalen Hurts and Deshaun Watson already. Now I got 5 quarterbacks.
Or I mean, if you wanted to be, see who want the 105 at that point, just throw it out there. See what value you can get back from it.
I mean, I guess
it cleaned up at 1, 2, and 3. So
to me, I would consider though, with everything you just gave me, if 104 is taking a wide receiver, I would consider taking Caleb. Unless you think 104 would trade or do something against this wide receiver 100% locked in, you could take Marv, you could take Neighbors, and then still get Jaden at 105. That would be fucking crazy.
You're gonna make him take fucking.
That ain't fair,
dudes.
bro. That ain't
You're
fair.
gonna make him take.
But that's why I do it. I don't play fair. I play to win, baby.
I
play to win. I play for keeps. I play for keeps, cowboy.
Ethan Adams sold me on that one. Try to be a fucking asshole.
You want to be diabolical? That's the 50.
Hey, nah, if you got it like that, man, do it. You know.
He said 100% take a wide receiver.
I'm taking it literal. I'm taking it literal though. If that's literal, I'm doing exactly that. And you can have Rome at 104. Mike, here's the other thing too. If that happened, I feel like if this person's already locked in at taking receiver, you know how scared they'd be, like that they almost ran out of receiver. They would take fucking Rome in a hurry.
Hey, but Skeletor knows the master of the quarterback horde would be diabolically going to work here.
I mean, to be fair, either one is perfectly fine. I'm not gonna argue. I just feel like May now you probably are optimally wanting to trade, and you just don't have to skip that part.
I'm not gonna lie, in only a start 9 Superflex 2, like I am highly invested in QB hoarding like a dickhead.
For sure. Oh, for sure.
So Adam, know that. Adam, I'm not lying to you. I would forego Marv in those first 3 picks.
I can't do that, but I get what you're saying though. I do get what you're saying.
That's the
I would go.
Well,
Jaden,
I can't sit
Caleb,
there. If 104 is taking 100% of receiver, I'm not letting you get Marv. Fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I'm thinking about everybody else in this league. I'm fucking when I take JJ McCarthy at 5. Then.
No, I get it. For me, I'm like, nah. I know what this guy is. I feel like that would be so crazy if you ended up walking away with, because like, you know what you just did by that? You walk away with the like 3 easy top assets. You walk away with Caleb. You walk away with Marv. And you walk away.
Forget about it, cuz.
Wait a minute.
Forget about it, cuz. I've died. I have died. Ejectocito.
203 for Kyler. Wait, what's this about?
That was the last part.
No, that was the same one. Same one.
Yep.
Wait, but
now get to this part. Would you trade Daniels and the 203 for Kyler? So would you trade the 103 and the 203 for Kyler?
Yeah, I was gonna say, all right.
And now you stack him with Marv, assuming you take him at 1 or 2.
I think because of the stack, I would tell you this: if I don't have a stack, Mike, if the stack's not in play, I don't think I'd do this. I think I'm willing to shoot the moonshot with Daniels personally.
Okay.
But it's also because I think because you have Hurts too, Mike. I feel like that's where I'm a little more risky because I already have a fucking goon. But I get behind it. It's only the 203. Mike, can I tell you the truth? The 203 in this class, especially with what I've seen people do, like that 203 could be fucking Michael Penix, and then I'm saying hell no, fuck you.
The 203 is like the 108 in any other class.
That's why this one struck. If it's 23 203 here, you can have it.
I get you.
The 203 feels like the 118 in this class. Like I want them all.
We did have another question related to that. I say yes for the stack on that second part, but I also say yes to just being an asshole and hoarding quarterbacks. But we did have a second part to that Kyler one. I gotta find this shit, man. I'm losing it. I've had too much vodka.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
this Kyler one right here.
No, there was a second question, but right there I found it. Got it. Would you send the 103 and 109 for Kyler, Adam? And I say fuck no. No.
Can I tell you the only reason I would say no, Mike, is because I've seen where I have Daniels and a really nice player, maybe even another quarterback, Daniels and Penix again. Like this is where I have a hard time.
It's still some leads that
it's the same conversation, Mike, as the last trade. It's literally for me the same conversation as the last trade, except for instead of 203, it's 109. Nah. Right?
Pass. Yeah.
I'm good on that one.
I mean, and I'm a big fan of Kyler, Mike. Now, if you told me straight up Daniels or Kyler, I'll take Kyler.
Yeah.
But when we start throwing around, again, 203 to me and Mike and Fizzle, I think you're probably on board. It feels like a late first. No. Fuck
it
you.
is.
Fuck you, pay me.
And this class is definitely a late first.
Fuck you, pay me.
All I need is, Jonathan Brooks and Trey Benson to go ahead of it, and then we're talking, I get a quarterback again.
Super sticker.
Thank you, sweetheart. Happy birthday to you. I appreciate you.
Happy
Let's
birthday.
go.
Okay, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I'll drink to that. What the
Why does
hell?
my woman have her whole name on here? I don't know, but get off my screen now.
Wow. Listen, I think it could stay. I like the whole name. I'm a fan of it.
Pronounce it. Give me a pronounce it.
There's no chance. There's a 0% chance.
That's all I'm saying.
I'll tell you right now.
Fizz?
I'm not even touching that because
Fizz?
it'd be butchered.
I know my location. I know my skin color. I know I'm live in
saying.
public. There is zero fucking chance I try.
Listen, they want to cancel me. They want to cancel me. I know exactly what I'm touching, not touching. This
I
ain't
got it. Mrs. Fizz. Thanks, Mrs. Fizz.
Hey,
Mrs.
Adam,
Fizzle Dollas.
Once you cut your beard, man, you kind of lost some juice, man. So
I lost juice, but that's what I'm saying. I didn't get canceled with this. I know they're trying to cancel me, my friend.
I say yes, ma'am. I say thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's my pronunciation.
Trip Crown says, "How you feeling about your Keon vindication?" Can we throw that up real fast? We can get back to Alejandro's question.
Where my boy Trip Crown at?
Towards the end, man. And I think Mike, we talked about this, man. I never left. You know, people were worried about the 40. What do you want? Buffalo?
What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Call
Mike, can I tell you what's crazy about this draft too?
Found it for you. There we go.
I did not. I got to go back and look. I'm sure. You know what? Troy Franklin probably in a spot or two hurt me. But outside of that, Mike, I didn't get like fucked up in these rookie drafts at all, that's amazing, frankly, to have that happen. So
didn't.
I'll take all the W's. All right, go ahead.
Trip Crown actually had a question too. Before let's get to his before we get back to that other one too.
Okay.
I have a question. The team that is decent in the start 10 have PPR 12 team, AR, Lamar, Watson, Gibbs, London, Waddle, Olave. I have the 101 through the 103. Do you think I can win while relying on rookies?
No. You can't. You're not going to win relying on rookies. I mean, this team is nice though,
but you're not relying strictly on rookies.
I know, but like I feel like with this team, this is a perfect chance to flip some of those rookies into like legit point scorers and go win a title.
Definitely can. But you know, people build, and you and I have done this, right? We have teams with, you know, our super flex quarterback's going to be a rookie. Our number 2 wide receivers are rookie. Our number 2 running backs are rookie. Our tight ends are rookie. Those teams ain't winning championships, right? With the rookies. Now, a team that already has 2 top 6, top 5 quarterbacks. And
I was about to say, this team,
Lamar.
You said this team is decent? This team looks pretty damn good to me, brother.
Yeah, he's got Deshaun Watson as his 3rd quarterback. He's got Gibbs,
London,
a stud
Waddle.
running back. He's got London, Waddle, and Olave. Like the rookies now just come.
So you're throwing Marvin. You're throwing Marvin, but then the other rookies aren't even playing at 101 and 103.
But that's fine. You got a 5 quarterback horde here going. Where to your point, you're going to trade those at some point for.
Yeah, I'm answering the question as relying on rookies to me means you're putting them into your lineup, and the answer I think is no, just inherently. Now
you'll put Marvin in your lineup for sure.
I'll put Marvin. There's the exception, right? And that's where I think if you don't need a quarterback, Marv is the one receiver I can argue going earlier than I would normally take a receiver. Period. But I'll just say with this team, yeah, I mean you can put Marvin into this lineup, and you can probably trade now Caleb. Or you could trade Daniels. And honestly, Mike, let me ask you this. Would you be willing to trade Richardson and Lamar if you got Caleb and you got Daniels here?
Yeah, I definitely would.
I think what you're doing, Trip Crown, is basically trying to – you need to beef up the rest of this team, though, with the value of the rookies for me personally. That's what I would say. So win while relying on the rookies. I mean, you could. I think it's far riskier than going ahead and shuffling some things around to get a fucking mob squad. You could have a mob squad and a start 10 right here with this, man.
He already does.
Yeah.
No, but Mike, this is a good team, but I'm talking about you could have a mob squad. Right now you have 4 receivers. Start 10, you could start 5.
The one thing I'll say, you don't have to do this all right now. It's
fucking
May.
Now,
May 1st.
Correct. You don't have to do it today. But I'm just saying I think the whole idea is to form this into a...
You got months to figure out deals.
Well, is it wrong to see what you can get for that 103 right now?
No.
Before you know.
No.
I mean, that's your last pick. So you know you're gonna take Marv 101. Let's say you go Caleb or Daniels 102. And with the 103, just see what you can get. You might can get a Brees Hall plus, or just adding some more youth. You don't want to get nobody that's like a Tyreek Hill or not like that, but adding some youth to go with Gibbs in that running back room or another receiver. I'm not sure what your tight ends look like, but yeah, man, I don't think you have to take the pick. Honestly, I would love to keep my 101 and 102, but the 103, see what you can get for it.
Could get something. Could get something really good.
That's for sure.
It's peak rookie season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. People selling their souls right now, man. You better get them.
Yeah.
I also don't know what the rest of your team has, Trip Crown. Like right now, we're starting 10, and everyone you've listed here is good, but this is not filling out a start 10 lineup league. So, like the rest of your team really makes a ton of what this actually is, because you got injuries possibly coming. I mean, knock on wood, we don't want nobody getting hurt, but odds of you running through this whole league without injuries not likely either. So, probably depends on what the rest of your team holds as well.
I pulled up just a random pre-NFL draft too about your point about not getting burnt. I talked about it with Eric on his pod too, but you got an Adonai Mitchell at 111. I guess you could call that the biggest burn, right?
That's what I was gonna say.
He
like,
goes what 205, 206.
He was the perfect. He was the perfect case, Mike. Where I was like, "Fuck, I think I might have got burnt with Adonai," and I took a lot of them. But then, like, if you're telling me that 111 turns into 205 to 207, like, okay, that's not that bad, man.
Troy Franklin probably.
That's the one that hurts for sure.
He was a 201, 202.
But a lot of people got Troy, even though he fell late in the real draft. They still look at him as a value for that team.
Yeah, they're still doing that good body bullshit.
Now, to be honest, for me, that's like if people are out there actually buying into Troy, I think is a good time to try to get off of I'm selling. But at the same time, Mike, even then, like Troy Franklin, if I took him at let's say 201 and he falls to the 301, given the depth of this class. You think about that, even still, that hurts, but I didn't really lose all that much again either, right? You
didn't light the value on fire and burn it down.
Like, give me a name that someone absolutely had everything fucked up in the pre-rookie drafts. Is there one?
Braylon Allen.
Running backs, and that was the one we talked about where there's probably going to be some value loss. Like Braylon Allen probably hurts. Will Shipley wasn't nearly as early, but he probably hurts. Nope.
So no, he's a third rounder. He's a third rounder.
Braylon Allen probably is the only one then, huh?
Yep.
Well, we know who value shot up. Ricky Pearsall. He was
and Bo Nix. And Michael.
That too. I got Bo Nix.
That was the thing, Mike. There was a couple times where can I tell you there was multiple times where I reached on QB just team specific stuff. And Mike, can I tell you there's some people sick out there that said that I got to come through them to get my quarterback room solved.
I got Bo Nix in the late second couple times.
How the turntables.
Jalen Wright would have been the other one.
Winner?
Loser. For draft.
Where was he going?
Mid to late second, and now he's more.
I feel like he's mid third. Is he not?
He's more in the mid third now. No.
Okay.
Pre NFL, no.
No. I'm saying to the point of he's like more like in maybe not even as bad as Adonai. Like it's loser, but not you didn't burn it all up. I think to your point, Braylon's probably the one that feels like, damn, I totally got screwed on Braylon.
But I'm just speaking to the point. It doesn't matter where I point at him on here. Nobody really lost.
There's not
there's not a fucking Matt Corral in this class.
Well, give me Braylon Allen. Give me his ADP in pre-draft. Do we have it? Or roughly where he's going?
Mid-second, 205, 206.
And he went to a fourth, right?
Or somewhere in the third, late third. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he probably I would say he definitely hurts the worst. But Mike, realistically,
it's not that big of a deal.
Like, okay. Yeah, if you did one and Braylon Allen was one of your 3 picks, like you're like, man, maybe fuck these pre-drafts. Like, but the reality is that this draft was so deep that it cured. It cured all the flaws.
Do you want me to tell you the biggest first round loser, other than Adonai, which wasn't always in the first round, right? But a guy who was solidly in the first round.
I'm not sure I'm ready for this, but just go ahead and tell me, sure.
Just to speak to this class, the biggest loser pre-NFL drafts.
Give me
Brock Bowers.
Love this.
Because everybody else moved up. All of a sudden it was like, oh, Vegas. Now sometimes even in normal, I would say normal, community drafts, not South Harmon leagues where we say fuck the tight ends anyways. Community drafts. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people going like, maybe I won't take Bowers till the 10th or 11th. And there was people in pre-NFL drafts taking him as the 3rd overall player. Like I watched the shit go down, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
That's your first round loser, but it's still in the first round, and it's still a player that a lot of people like, and he's still going to be valued very highly. But I think that speaks to how awesome this fucking class is. Like that's your loser. It's anybody who said with the 102, 103, 104, I'm taking Brock Bowers pre-NFL because this is the one I feel the safest about. Get fucked. Get fucked. I tried to tell you tight ends don't matter. You didn't listen. And now you can really get fucked.
They matter to me. They matter to me.
Except for Kyle Pitts, because you won't buy him for the prices. I'm trying to sell Fizz. God damn it.
Here's the thing about Brock, though. Here's the thing about Brock. Mike, what was that? The 107, the 106 to the 108? Like, what are we talking about realistically, right?
Well, I'm saying in some of these other pre-NFL drafts that, I'm in more community leagues, not shit leagues, right? Not shitheads.
Sure.
I watched him go at the 103 twice.
Jay is just telling on himself.
Jackson telling on himself, right?
Jay, why do we do all this? Like, I wonder sometimes, Mike, why do we talk content for days and days and days at a time?
Just
for Jay, you just spit in our face like that. And you know what? The funny part is who just spit in? You spit in your own damn face.
How dare you?
I'm not. You know what, Jay? I'm not even a bit sorry for you. You did this to yourself.
Well, and then you got
premium.
You got Pello here. I'll throw this one up too. Yeah, we're not saying he's going in the mid-second right now, Pello. You goddamn fucking troll. We said pre-NFL drafts he was going mid-second. Pello. God damn it. I kick Xbox out just to get another Xbox.
Nah. That's the thing. What did I say before we started the show about my boy Pello?
He wants to hear you. I think he's going to ask for Fizzle to freestyle something.
My boy always on it, man. My boy always on it, man. Shout out to Pello, man.
Pello, shout out to you, buddy. Fizzle says you're predictable, man.
I already knew it. I called it, Pello.
Predictable.
Easy as could possibly be.
Alejandro, we've had this question up.
We've had this question.
Yeah, I know.
We've had this question deep in the queue. Alejandro, if you have to watch this back, no, we didn't actually dodge your question. Sorry about the delay. 12-team Superflex, full PPR, start 10. I got Laporta, and my best running back is Najee. That's okay. Should I trade Kincaid for a running back? Our league name is Road to the Gridiron Throne. My team name is Faith Militant. If you want to check it, I'm already in it, so I'll go ahead to the lab here. Mike, if you want to pull up Warp, we can.
Tight ends don't matter. Alejandro, they matter to me, brother.
I love this. We got, you know what? Having Fizzle on for AMA, Mike. This is beautiful.
You know, I don't play by the rules, man. You know, my Lamar Jackson, QB1, Breece Hall, RB1, CeeDee Lamb, receiver1. What else you need to know? I'll tell you everything.
Is that your sleeper username, though? I don't think that's his sleeper username. Damn it. I need your sleeper username, Alejandro, if you're still with us. He probably dipped, too. Like, these guys took my question off and didn't even answer it.
Hey, I definitely clicked on it like 4 times. My bad, Alejandro.
I was sitting there thinking I couldn't spell militant worth of shit.
I was like, as I started going through it and there's spaces, I'm like, there is zero chance.
I was like, wait, there's a space.
This is the name.
Sleeper name.
This is his name in the league. Damn it. All right. Now we're
nothing. But anyways, back to the original question. Yeah. He didn't listen.
He's here. There we go, baby. JANDOMG. Boom.
Oh yeah, you definitely didn't put that in the question, brother. But we glad you got it.
All right. We're glad you're here today. As Fizzle was
I got to really look in the vodka's kicking.
I love
Road to the Gridiron Throne.
Ooh, he's got a squad.
Does he got one?
Squatter. Yeah, he's towards the very, very top. Redraft and Dynasty.
I have Laporta.
So he's got A-Rich, Marv, Garrett Wilson, Smitty, Laporta, Kincaid, Pickens, Herbert, Cousins. He has Jaden Reed on the bench, as well as that's about where it stops. Noah Fant. Don't sleep on Noah Fant.
This is prime.
Mike, can I tell you what I'm Alejandro? You're not going to be game for this, but I'm telling you what Mike and I are doing. Fizzle just said he's not doing it, but I'll tell you what I'm doing. Liquidation season. Noah Fant's walking up to tight end 1.
What's up, Noah? Step right in.
I don't know about tight end 1, but he's gonna be a good tight end.
On this team, he's
on this team.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm selling Laporta for big boy return, and I'm selling Kincaid for a big boy return. You know,
selling them all. Fuck them tight ends, Fizz.
All right, but anyway, let's just see what we got here in the cover. So he's got a 25. He's got all his picks. All right, this is.
Well, you said Najee is his best running back, so I know.
Yeah, we would like to address the running back room. He's got Tyrone Tracy, Najee Harris, Kendre, J.K. Dobbins. I mean, it's rough out here.
Yeah.
So Tyrone
For
Tracy's
sure.
his RB1.
His RB, yeah, actually, that's true. Tyrone Tracy Jr. is the running back 1.
He went to Iowa
Damn.
one time. It's RB1.
Damn. You know what? Converted wide receiver to running back too. Like, let's go. A little. Can we get a little Antonio Gibson action?
Oh, this is a fucking IDP league too.
Is it?
Yeah,
I
but the
didn't even notice
IDPs don't really fucking matter.
Are they actually, bro? I actually don't see any IDP other than Superflex.
You got to get on J Cap's ass about that. He was in here earlier. Where's
Oh,
the
they're not- he
IDP
doesn't-
support?
Damn it, Jake Capper! This whole damn time. I find out this now.
Right.
Oh,
we
this
need
is
the J Cap IDP support.
Unacceptable, Jake Cap.
Need some extra code. But you want to know what position really doesn't fucking matter in this league, Adam? Tight ends.
I mean, I
Gives
was
a
gonna guess
flying
that, but the way you queued it up, I was like, wait a minute.
I thought he was gonna say running back.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. It's not tight end. What is it then?
No
Okay,
one-
then I'm selling
Listen,
both.
Multi-year warp, the best the tight ends finished. The number one tight end over the last 5 years has been the 15th best player in warp.
Fantasy God, I'm out here drinking out of the bottle. What do you want from me? I drink them both, okay?
15th best player in warp is the first time you see a tight end.
Promise.
And then, Adam, you don't see another one until 34. Jesus Christ, you get some linebackers and shit in here before the third tight end. The third tight end comes in at the 60th best player in warp.
That's not bad. It's really fucking terrible.
It's not bad. Just super fucking bad. Yeah,
Dalton
fuck,
Kincaid is a must sell.
fuck them, man. I sell them for a lot of running backs. Give me any RB1 that you can get.
Can I tell you? Hoosier gets it right. You gotta try to balance it out, a little up and down. I think Mike Laporta, interestingly enough, here, if it's that bad, I'd love to sell, but I feel like if the returns are super shitty on tight ends, he might be one I have to hold out of necessity, just because if the returns are garbage. Now,
I'm telling you,
I would
looking at
love
this
to get
warp,
rid of
Adam,
both of these guys. By the way,
I would sell Laporta for like a Travis Etienne.
you know what? But Mike, here's the thing. I probably would sell it for a range like that too, top 5 to 8 running back. But does that trade actually happen in this league?
All right,
Yeah,
we'll get shitty.
Kind of tough.
Well, let's just talk about it. Where's the line that you would not sell? And let's talk Kincaid first, by the way. J-Cap, no, don't you come in here telling me it's coming soon.
Coming soon.
When it's ready,
He
then
said
you
it.
talk to me.
He said the IDP class wasn't popping this year, so he had
Yeah, he
he
was
wasn't
like,
tripping about it.
IDP sucks, so I wasn't doing it this year.
They didn't go to pick 15. He said, "Fuck that."
Kincaid or Rashad White?
That's tough. I like that. That's like that question.
I hit
That's
you right in the jump.
honestly, that's probably about right. I'll take Rashad White.
That sounds right though. that was perfect question. I would take Rashad just because I need a running back though. I would definitely do that.
DeAndre Swift.
Give me Swifty. Can I tell you why? I feel like he was a quiet winner.
Yeah, the fucking offense got extremely good.
I know you get it, Mike, but Fizz was quiet, and I'm telling you, everybody hates
Oh,
DeAndre
man.
Swift now. I know it's okay. I know
I
most
like
people don't know.
Swift. I just don't know. I got to see it in
You don't like the
Chicago. I don't
offense
know.
that everyone's. All I'm hearing about is that the Bears are going to win it all, and then nobody wants.
They
to
might
give
not even
Swift
make the
any love.
playoffs for the next 4 years, man. I don't
Bro,
I agree with that, but I think their offense is going to be a lot better. What's
the
up,
number
Mike? You
one,
okay?
just last year in A-Warp data, the number one tight end in this league, Adam, the 37th best fucking player. Right? The multi-year is going to factor in all those God mode Travis Kelce years he had.
I mean, listen, I'm not arguing for the tight end position. I'm just saying, what can we get in return?
There was
Yeah.
there was
Hey.
8 running backs that finished above tight end 1.
All right,
Mike
I think
don't
we're
want
on
to
the
tell us
same page.
what
But
running back. He just want to keep telling us
Yeah.
they don't matter.
He's like, listen, the tight ends suck. What do we want
terrible,
in
man.
return? It doesn't matter. The tight ends suck.
Derrick Henry had a bad year. Right? He was RB10 in
I'm getting
A-Warp in this
very
league.
scared for Alejandro.
He's better than every tight end but TJ
advice there.
Hawkinson was last year. Better than every tight end but TJ Hawkinson was last year.
Oh,
right.
look, the faith is militant, man. What you got going on?
Sell these
Yeah.
motherfuckers. Sell them all.
Well,
Put
okay.
Noah Fan as your tight end 1 and
Can we
just
get
live your life.
Can we get returns though? Like, what is Alejandro actually looking to?
I
get
like that
in return?
Rashad Wright though. That Rashad White that was a great question. I like that one.
I'll give you the list. Kenneth Walker, Travis Etienne, James Cook, Rashad White, Isaiah Pacheco, DeAndre Swift, Najee Harris, who he already has. Aaron Jones, Alvin Kamara.
So all those guys before
So
Najee, I would take for Kincaid. Straight up.
Here's what I'm.
Jonathan Brooks, Trey Benson,
Let's do this. If I am,
Kyron Williams. Fucking throw him in there too.
oh wow, Mike really just divided how bad he hates these tight ends.
Dude,
Because
I'm
he
going
hates
down
them
to
from
like
Kyron.
I'm going down to like any dynasty RB 18
So here,
to 20.
let's walk through how this happens. All right. See, I've been drinking. I feel good again. Holy crap. Let's go.
That's it.
Feels
There we
alive.
go. Got him back.
Let me go through the process here. First thing I'm doing, I want to find a contending team that doesn't have a tight end. And this is my target. Found one, Mike. Right out top.
Yep.
Jake Ferguson's currently the tight end. I mean, you could debate that. And maybe this person's smart and knows that Jake Ferguson's more than fucking I need for this. Okay. But
The answer is probably no.
well, okay, maybe. But my point is, this is my first target here. He has Bijan and Gibbs, and I know that that's not likely happening. Xavier Worthy, Tyreek Hill, Devon Achane, Kenneth
take
Walker. What's the running back line look like here relative to receivers in this league?
It's good. It's good. Let me go back to the multi-year.
This person has a little running back horde, actually, bro. He's got old school roots here. Bijan, Gibbs, Achane, Walker. You don't see many teams built like that anymore.
So the quarterbacks cross over with the running backs around quarterback 16, just for reference.
All right, Mike. So let me ask you this:
They stay below the wide receivers, other than the very elite running backs.
So you're saying right now to this person, send the offers already. Kincaid for receiving Achane back and Kincaid receiving Walker back.
Yeah, fuck that. Easily. Here you go. Take them.
Now let me ask you this: would you rather, Alejandro, before you do that? To me, Mike, I almost might rather send Laporta and something to get back Gibbs.
Send Laporta and Kincaid and get back Gibbs. I don't give a shit. Send them both.
I don't know about that one, Mike. Come on, man.
Yes.
No, I mean honestly, like I don't. I would say this though. The only problem with selling both is, do you get someone to value the both of them? You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, if he got Ferguson already, I don't know why he would do that.
Here, let me just go back to his team. Okay, Laporta plus. I'm trying to see if there's another piece to add here.
And you know how much IDP usually doesn't matter in most leagues.
In any league that Mike didn't build, the IDP is irrelevant. Okay,
Koopa can attest to this, right?
Would you send Laporta and Jaden Reed for Gibbs?
Max Crosby and Daniil Hunter were much better options
Really?
than
Michael,
the number one tight end.
I need your help.
I'm back. I'm just saying, the
Laporta and
fucking
Reed.
tight ends don't
Would you,
matter.
would you send Laporta and Jaden Reed for Gibbs?
Yes. Wouldn't even think twice about it.
I think that's the first offer I'm sending. Coming in hot. Bang.
It's tough, man.
You wouldn't do that, Fizz? You wouldn't do that, Fizz?
That'd hurt me, man. I would try to get Kincaid out of the way, man. I just
you could also do that if you prefer that. I think I'm shooting my shot to go get Gibbs here personally, but
no, for sure.
If you want to send Kincaid too for either Achane or Walker, I'm fine with it. I'll be honest with me, Mike. Walker probably is like, if I could not sell Kincaid anywhere else, I would definitely take it. I just personally wouldn't. It wouldn't be my top choice. It'd probably be my down the line choice, but. I'm with Mike, though. I'm liquidating the fuck out of these tight ends, man.
I mean, Jake Ferguson scored half the warp of TJ Hawkinson did last year.
I know. This person is perfectly fine. T. Perez is perfectly fine keeping Ferguson, but maybe he doesn't feel like he is. We're going to try to test the waters.
Just fucking send them. Send them all. Send them all.
The worst part, Mike, is all the team. Dude, this is crazy. All the teams that are good have tight ends already. Like,
I accidentally clicked on the available players tab. Why the fuck is Daniil Hunter on waivers, by the way?
Because the IDP don't mean shit.
Yeah. But that was the number one IDP player in the league last year in Warp.
Mike, apparently it didn't fucking matter because no one fucking rostered him.
This is interesting. Bobby Wagner on waivers, too.
Let's get some questions in here, man. Let's get some other questions. Alejandro, I hope that helps. If you have follow-ups, let us know.
He said that's hot, so I guess it's popping, man. I don't know.
Maybe they just added IDP. Maybe that's what it is.
Mike, maybe this. See, that makes more sense because none of these teams even have the players. Is that how it works with Jacob? Doesn't even have the players embedded on the team.
I don't know. Maybe they're like, hey, this is the first year. This is the only league name under here, too. So
maybe they're going to have a wild waiver wire intro to the fucking.
Just asking.
That'd actually be kind of sweet. Like an auction a mid offseason auction with all the IDPs included. That'd be kind of fun.
The rookie draft with IDPs in there.
With auction money. That'd be fucking gas.
Fuck it. Koopa's
All
in
right.
heaven. So much warp talk.
Okay,
cool, love it.
Tello says, Mike, I have a draft this weekend with a bunch of picks. Do I just try and leave the rookie draft with 4 of the 6 first-round quarterbacks?
You ever seen that Bryce Harper interview?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I have. I'm not sure if you're talking about the one I'm thinking of, but I'm pretty sure it's that one.
It's a clown question, bro.
I figured
Clown
where
question.
you're going. What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Fucking take all the quarterbacks. Fuck them. Watch the world burn.
I will say this year, Mike, if we get any type of
okay.
resurgence in the quarterback values, like last year it was really bad for quarterback, right? And I think people are probably smartening up a little bit on this. But if we get any type of resurgence to the QB position this year, and this class just happens to show life at all 6, you could do some dirty things that I don't want to speak about here on live television with a quarterback horde of 4 to 6 quarterbacks. Absolute unspeakable things. It could be gross, really.
I love it. Hey, Cody Smith's in here. I love it.
Yeah, so Cody.
What up, Cody? What up, Cody? What up, Cody?
Cody up. He ain't
What up,
sleep.
what up, what up? By
That's
the way,
my
Mike,
guy.
Mike,
But
I got
I want y'all to
Kyle.
know, man. Cody is like the Skip Bayless of fantasy takes.
Skip.
Just fucking screaming.
Cody,
Screaming into the abyss.
can I say, Cody, though, if the worst thing that you get called is skip it, like you, that means you made it, buddy. You made it
You
big
made
time.
it.
Yeah,
You made
Cody.
it.
You guys anti-Bowers at cost? I'll say this, Brandon. If the tight end premium's high enough now, not necessarily, but I would say more often than not, yes, because the tight end premium typically doesn't matter in 90+% of leagues.
I'm not taking
That's Mike. I would take him if he's really actually going at like 108, 109 like he is, and the tight end premium was like really fucking high. But odds of that are super slim. So
I took him at maybe the 7, I think. It was
There
a
you go.
14.
And
It
was
was
that
a
just-
14. No, it was a 14 team league, but it was also kind of similar. The tight end premium wasn't like ridiculously high. I think it was a full point
okay,
over the wide receivers at him.
Mm-hmm.
But it was one of those all flex best balls. Like there's no positions.
perfect.
Right. So I took him in a 14 team format and they're like high because I was like, oh man, he's better than like wide receiver 18.
Plus in 14 team league, Mike, it gets thinned out a little more. Like him being a flex option is super high in that type of an
the
arena.
likelihood of that happening, right?
Yeah,
He's got a very
definitely.
low like amount of catches he has to get to all of a sudden you're like, boom, he's in my flex.
He could have like a very mid season and be in your flex spots often. In
Multiple
that, I like what
times,
you did.
Yep.
Interested in sending
Oh,
Josh for Kyler straight up. What?
No.
What Josh?
It's Allen. I don't think it's Freeman.
If it's any Josh but Allen, I'd love it. If it's Allen, then we have a problem.
Josh
Houston,
Rosen.
we have a problem.
Yeah, don't do that.
Hold on. Why you have Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes? Why are you okay?
Yeah, don't
Did you
do that.
did Mike give you a 66?
Josh
is that what-
Dobbs.
Josh Dobbs. I'm in.
Not the
Send it.
66.
Absolutely.
No, don't do that.
I know it sounds crazy. Just elaborating on the earlier topic. What was the earlier topic?
We
Did I
were
miss
talking
it?
about how much we love Kyler and how I'm going to have a tough time ranking in between Lamar and Kyler.
No.
But
Nah,
you know what I don't have a tough time? Ranking Kyler and Josh Allen. Like, I don't have a tough
Crystal?
time doing that at all.
Don't do this.
Crystal
Don't
Lake
do this.
Sky Walkus. Walkus. I love it. I love
No,
it. Don't
no,
do that.
indeed.
No.
Not like this.
No.
Yes. Please, God, no.
You got your answer, Playboy. Don't do it.
Crystal,
Fizz hit.
the other thing, Crystal, is this to me. We all have thoughts from time to time, which we can't ever say out loud. And if we do say out loud, we need people in our corner to help us, not do things that would just destroy every bit of future we have. Don't do this.
Fizz, this is your show. This is your takeover. But I got to ask you, is Playboy a good thing when somebody calls me that? Is that a good thing?
Well, Diddy done kind of messed it up for us.
It
man.
depends.
No Diddy.
Yeah,
It
Diddy kinda
depends
messed it
now.
up.
Where are you at with on that, Fizzle? Did you use it in a nice way or a condescending way? Just right there.
I mean, I always say Playboy. What's up, Playboy? You know what I'm saying? That's just, I don't know if it's because I was like in love with the Cash Money. I was a Birdman fan for the longest. I don't know why, but that's
Birdman.
always been my guy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I got it from him or it just stuck with me, but I just always say it like. And sometimes I catch myself saying it. I catch myself saying it to the most random people. Like I seen this older guy, and I felt bad for saying it. I was like, "What's up, Playboy?" I was like, "Damn, this man like 80 years old. I didn't mean to say that to him."
You might have made his day. Playboy,
Hey, he probably
got it
like
at 80.
you know what I'm saying? So
he might have started walking with a little bit more of a pep in his step there.
Hey,
one of the best moments of my life in Memphis. I had like somebody who was in their 60s when I was just a sophomore.
This
in
is
high
scary.
School.
One of the best moments of Mike's life.
It was one of the best moments. This still sticks with me. I had this guy in his 60s.
Orange Mouth.
He came up. He said, "What's up, young blood?" I was like, "My man." First
Mike
time somebody ever called me young blood.
One of the best moments in his life. That's
the best moment. Mike, I ain't mad at you.
Playboy's right up there.
Hey,
till Diddy fucked this thing up.
Yeah, man, Diddy kind of.
No, I still think if Fizzle calls me Playboy, I still take it as a good thing. But
just know if I refer to you as Chief, it's disrespect.
Just know though that
Chief.
I'll know when it's not meant to be a good thing, and I just catch me a ginger ale, Canada Dry.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I was gonna bring a ginger ale tonight so we can end it and just bury the ginger ale. Can I say this?
I had a whole 12-ounce can ginger ale, and I mean it helped, but I don't think I like recovered instantaneously. I'm still struggling right now, but it was a good thing. It didn't hurt me. 10 team. Mike, it's your question.
You just need to get shot first, man. Then you'll feel better after that.
Pass. I got a lot of bullet wounds. Y'all seen what's on my face? It's been shots coming at me for a week straight.
Damn, Mike said pass. I ain't even read the question.
All right, I got you. I got you, Playboy.
I ain't even get there yet.
I got you, Playboy. 10 teams, start 10, super flex, full PPR, 6-point passing touchdown. Kirk, Geno, Dimes, Minshew, and AOC. Good God, that is gross in any league, let alone a 10 team. Yeah, running back, Stevenson, Eckler, Charb, Rico. Jeez. Dude, I might get sick. JJ, Chase, Addison, Cup, Deontay, D-Hop, Kincaid, 101, 105, 107. Can I win? Sure. Just it's very fucking unlikely,
Yeah, bro. What prize do you plan on winning? I'm not sure. It won't be cash. I promise you that, Chris.
If your league plays out 6th place, I think you got a good chance.
Listen, variance is crazy, but I'm taking the odds of
no.
How old is this team, bro? This is crazy.
I mean, listen, JJ and Chase, like okay,
nice. Very
fucking dub. You put 101, you put Marv to that. It's like all right,
dubs.
But now what?
Kirk.
I mean. The Kincaid, I'm okay with there, right? But this just, bro, look at this running back room. First of all,
yeah, bro, that's that running back room.
You have found a way to get basically quarterback 26 to 32, and some aren't even that high, in a 10 team where those quarterbacks are dead, all of them.
I mean, that 2022 running back room is pretty fire.
Yeah, I mean, you got a chance of winning the 102 next year. That's for sure.
Yeah, if Charbs would have came out that when he was supposed to, then maybe we'd be in a better situation. But now we're here. Okay, but realistically, this team, I mean, with these quarterbacks, are you? I still feel like I'm taking Marv in a 10 team here.
Yeah, 10 team Marv. Fuck yeah.
But then what do we? The 105 and 107, what do we get in there that's like, okay, all of a sudden this team's ready to go?
You might get Daniels at the 105. Maybe something stupid.
But my question is, what is the goal with the team? Like,
to win, Chris Cash.
I mean, I'm saying Geno, Kirk, everybody should be on the block that's over 27 years old. I mean, this isn't Cooper Cup. I don't see you winning anytime. D-Hop, like everybody should be on a block to try to get some type of pick, some value. This is a rebuilding roster.
Can I answer though? I think what happens in these 10 teams is like JJ has a crazy market, Chase has a crazy market, but then the middies or the ones like Cup who take a huge fall in value, nobody's even buying those players really, right? Like they're just
true.
That's the problem. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be trying to sell Fizz. I think you're right, but I think Chris,
Season
Chris-
kickoff though, and Kirk Cousins go out there and throw 400 yards and 3 touchdowns, he would be on the block that day.
You better get him on that day because guess what? It ain't gonna be long if you guys didn't see what happened in the draft.
I think I want all questions though framed this way. Not even
Can
like
I win?
advice. Just can I win?
I
We should
mean,
have our own show. Like,
sure.
can I win?
Yeah, absolutely. Sure you could.
This fucking shit on people all the time.
I mean,
No fucking chance.
hell yeah, you could fucking win. Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
bro.
yeah. I've
I
seen
don't
some
know what
crazy
you-
shit happen, just not that crazy.
What's the goal of win? What are you trying to win? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I think that isn't everybody's goal in Dynasty eventually
All right,
to win.
Chris, I
Appreciate it,
apologize.
brother.
We went that's just
That was harsh.
he may never Chris Cash may never bring his money back here ever. Chris,
Listen,
I apologize for
A good friend will tell you you're fucking up. A
Yeah,
good
that
friend
was-
will tell you you're fucking up. I'm being a good friend here, Chris, and I'm telling you.
I think
do
this
this.
is I think this is a saw. I want to play
Listen,
a game.
you ever been with your buddies out at the bar and it's getting towards the last call and you see your buddy start heading to the door with something when you're like, hey, Steve, no. Steve, no.
Nah.
Put
No,
that
I
thing
just-
back in the pen.
No, I just tell them to make sure they keep the lights off.
No.
Don't
I ain't
go
gonna
to
let-
don't go to Motel 6 because they'll
I
keep
am
the lights
not
on
letting
for you.
fucking Steve do it. Steve, put that thing back in the fucking stable.
Hey, what can I win, man? Hey, at least he stayed here for the question though.
Chris, just don't go to Motel 6 because they'll leave the lights on for you, buddy.
Chris,
You
I'm
don't
telling
want
you,
that.
put it back
You
in
don't
the
wanna see
stable. Put it back
No,
in
it's
the
all right.
Put it back in the barn.
Sometimes you got to get your feet wet. You know, it's been a while. It's been dry. It's been in the desert. You're all right.
No, Chris. Don't. You're gonna regret it.
You won't. You won't regret it.
Yeah.
Just don't ever look. All right. Just keep your
Chris,
eyes
you're gonna
closed.
end up like me after doing a 66 milli. You're gonna end up like me. Don't
This is
do
why
it.
This is why Mike wears shades when it's bright lights all in his face. Is because you can't ever unsee what happened to him that one time leaving the bar. Frankly, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was.
I've
You
had
see
a few
that
of those.
face? That face took him back to whatever bar that was right there.
Chris,
Ooh.
I wish I had a friend like me back then. I wish I had a friend like me.
Unfortunately, here we are.
I married that thing I took home from the bar.
Wow. There's a good thing that these don't get watched by our significant others because
No, not my current. Not my current.
Okay.
She's ride or die. The
You
first
gotta clarify, my friend, because
Yeah, I
first
know.
someone watches this and hears that they're gonna be getting Mike. You're not getting slapped. You're getting talking about shots straight in the middle of the night.
I married that thing I took home from the bar, and then she took half my shit. You don't want that.
If you ever
Chris, don't
wonder,
do it.
if you ever want to know when you get a question answered, how someone can become so jaded, Mike just gave it to you in about 5 minutes, right there.
Yeah.
Cody hit the reason why I wear sunglasses, though, on the head.
Well, I don't think that's the case.
Ain't nobody can unsee that.
That's something that will go down as a whatever we're gonna call it. Can you win? I mean, yeah, I think Roster Bader won that night, but at what cost, right?
Yeah.
I think
Man,
ultimately
that dude was crazy.
he lost.
I'd say this, Chris. If you ask me that question on a weekly basis, yeah, you could win. Could you win the league? Fuck no. It's a wrap.
No.
brother.
Not at all, my guy.
It's a wrap, Playboy.
Yeah.
All
Nah,
right, can we get? Oh, here we go. Twinkle Toes. I like this.
Twinkle Toes.
12 teams, start 10, Superflex, tiered lineup. Moves to be all in. CMC, what's CMC worth? All right, so we got Herbert, T-Law, Russ, Chase. It's got Chase, Puka, Neighbors, DJ Moore, Ayuk, Devontae Adams, Ladd, Kelsey, Ingram, Pacheco, Najee, Ford, and Cans. I mean, before you even mention the Cans, there's plenty of solid people being mentioned here. Picks in 25 are second and fourth, and then all futures from that point. All right, let's just start here. What's CMC worth?
Wow, I'm shouting out Twinkle Toes for the ability to hit the character limit just by shortening it to cans.
Yeah,
Love that.
Don't even
Fair.
trash can this fucking
hey, yeah,
cans.
shout out Twinkles, man.
What up, Twinkle? That's
Twinkle,
G right
Twinkle,
there.
Twinkle Toes, low key is a sweet fucking
It's a fucking name.
That's pretty dope. I can't even stunt.
I mean, I think CMC is worth whatever people willing to pay. You got people out there that might want to give a late first. You got somebody that want to give an early second. I mean, I don't know. It depends. If I'm winning right now, what do you want? I'm gonna ask you what you want. Like I can't really put a price on CMC right now because some people going to try to lowball you and say, hey, he might got 2 years left. Some people might say, I don't care about the 2 years. I'm trying to win today. So it's kind of tough to guess what he's worth.
I mean, you don't have to guess what he's worth. Like, it's going to be a yay or an yay or a nay.
Yeah, I think it depends on the buyer, though.
Oh, that's for sure. I mean,
yeah.
Now, here's the thing, though. CMC on a rebuilder is like, I would probably try to get that done, though. But like, because that person has to try to sell.
Yeah.
Let's just talk through it, Mike.
Contenders ain't fucking selling them.
What is CMC worth? Forget all that context. Like, what is he actually worth? Let's just talk through it in a generic sense.
A Dunze-ish.
Okay, that shows where in startups he's overvalued because he's still going absolutely way ahead, right? So startups with rookies, we got.
Let's see, what is running back room look like again?
204 is what?
Well, Jesus fuck.
Why? People
Jesus.
All right, so go ahead. Sorry.
What would he be worth in running back terms, though? Like, what would you tear down, or because I'm looking at his running back room right now. He got Pacheco, Najee, Ford, and Can. So that's probably what he would probably need to address in the running back room.
Yeah, I mean, I for this team, I'd be willing with this group of squad. Like, I'd be willing to try to go get CMC. If you're only having to add in running backs, I'd sell them. I'd probably sell them all. Fuck it. Like, but there's no way that gets done.
Could you do like a lad and a Pacheco?
I highly doubt it.
Don't think so.
Could you I personally highly doubt it. I think you could try it, Twinkle Toes. I feel like here's what I'll say. What's he worth? I think if someone's actually going to trade him that has CMC on a team that's contending, they're going to have to feel like they're getting back even a fake stud, right?
Yeah. They're gonna want somebody that's solidified. I don't think they're gonna want no lad and not know what's the outcome every week.
If you had Christian, let's put ourselves in that shoes. If you had Christian McCaffrey on a contender, somebody else came to you as a contender trying to buy him. What do you like? What's the price where you're like, fuck it, it's just too good to let it go? And let's just stick from like running backs. Let me say a first.
Go ahead.
He doesn't have a first, but a first in value. Let me just go. Fuck it. Let me go with what he's got on his team. Okay. Let me go with what on his team. Here's his offers. Puka straight up for CMC.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That was what I was gonna say.
I'm not doing that.
Would you guys be willing to do that? I think that would be one that's debatable.
You got CMC, Fizzle. You're not trading him away for Puka straight up.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm asking.
CMC, yeah, give me Puka for CMC.
Okay.
For
sure. Neighbors straight up.
Give me neighbors. I'm sorry.
You take the neighbor side. Okay.
I mean, one injury, man. CMC could be done for the rest of his career.
I actually think, though, just real quick, I think if you really want to get this done, I know it seems crazy, but I think Puka would actually be someone that I think might be able to get this done, and I would be willing to do. Because just think about it from this context, okay? I'm not saying that Puka still isn't nice, but right now we have him attached to Stafford, and we don't know what that really looks like if it ever isn't Stafford, if Stafford gets hurt. Right now you got Chase, Neighbors, DJ Moore, Brandon Ayuk, and Devontae Adams still without Puka Nacua.
It's a pretty nice room.
And you could make the case that Puka, without being on the actual Amon-Ra road, which he could be, but there's also downside where if he is an Amon-Ra St. Brown, like you're selling close to peak here. It's very close in startups. I feel like you could potentially get away with sending less, but I think with this team that you built, I'm willing to do it. Because here's the thing about Puka, I think we have to be real about. We don't know that he's a long-term secured asset, even though we want to say that he is. And that's where I think the pivot is beautiful from Puka to CMC, because he could be a long-term secured asset, but you might get 2 years out of CMC here. You might. Like you realistically could get 2 more years out of CMC. I think I'd do it.
Well, what about this?
I think with this team, I would.
Looking at his team, what about Devontae Adams and Pacheco?
I mean, that would be easy smash. Go ahead. Yeah, if you could send something like that, do it in a heartbeat.
That's why I asked Fizz, if you had the CMC, would you take Devontae Adams and Pacheco back?
I personally wouldn't, but it wouldn't be an offer that I would just look at and be like, man, you crazy, and like decline it. I might think on it for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I would sit on it and
what if it was?
Let me give you guys a question here. What if here? Hold on. Let's juice it up to have a better chance of getting accepted. Devontae Adams, Travis Kelce, and a Pacheco.
Where's the Kelsey part come in?
Because he's got Kelce and Ingram on this team.
Oh,
you get
I
me
missed the Kelsey part. Oh, shit.
all 3 for CMC.
Kelsey, Adams, and Pacheco
I would
for
do
CMC. Oh yeah, I fucking take that as the CMC owner.
I think that's probably what I would rather start with Twinkle Toes, and I'd go up to Puka. But I think given your team, if you really don't want to go into Puka, that might get done. If someone is actually contending and trying to stay contending, Devontae Adams, Kelce, and Pacheco might be worth as much to their team if they need depth.
I mean, he's got 2 running backs. He's got a third in Jerome Ford who's going to have a role early in the season. I don't think anybody denies that part.
Right.
And a bunch of trash cans. Like, really, do you have to make any kind of trades for CMC here? Do you really have to?
Have to. You don't. With this team, I don't think you have to do anything until after the season starts, frankly.
The only thing I'll say you have to do is put Justin Herbert on the block and see what you can get back as well. Because I think you can get a Dak Prescott plus a running back back.
The reason I say this, though, just think about it in a start 10. I can start 5 receivers at most. Right now, you're probably your best bet would be to sell one of these receivers that you can't start every single week. Chase, Puka, Neighbors, DJ Moore, Ayuk, and Adams. That's before you even get to Ladd, that's 6 receivers. So you can't actually start them all. And realistically, like you're probably good there. But I think if I was to pivot out, you could still have 5 receivers plus Ladd as wide receiver 6 with that Puka trade. Or you could, if you did Devontae Adams and Kelce and Pacheco, realistically, you still have a very good tight end, and your running back room is not different at all, right? So I think that's where those would be some options I would do, but you don't have to make the trade. No, Mike. I just feel like with this type of depth at wide receiver, I'd be willing to shoot a shot on a high end running back in this team.
I mean, I'm not lying. The first thing I do is just I put Justin Herbert on the block, and I see if I can get a Deshaun Watson, Tua, Dak Prescott, somebody like that back, plus a running back. And just get some running back depth, and I just keep all 6 of my wide receivers.
Yeah, I don't think you have to get. I don't think you need to get CMC either. Like I know you probably want.
I think Fantasy Plumber's onto something. I think I'm not gonna say no brainer, but I think that would be an offer that makes a lot of sense. And on this team, I'm totally willing to risk it.
But do you have to get CMC though?
No, you don't. I'm just saying if you wanted to get CMC and if you wanted to make this team. Like, I feel like this team right now, definitely all it's missing is, to Mike's point, you could definitely tear down off of Herbert's value. I don't know that Herbert's going to be a
theoretically, could you get a Jonathan Taylor for cheaper, who has basically the same type of upside?
If you'd rather go that route, I'd be perfectly fine with that.
That's what I'm saying.
Too.
I feel like you shooting for the moon with CMC, bro. You might need to just tear
it
down.
Saquon.
Can I tell you what, though? Can I tell you what, though, Fizzle? I think that's a good point, because when I have a team like this, I'm going moonshot, man. I'm not hitting cuts anymore. I'm swinging that thing for the fucking fences, Twinkle. Paint those toenails, baby. Get them ready to go. Let's get this going. I want to see that W. See, you see, Chris, this is the type of team you come and ask, can I win? Fuck yeah, you can win. You know?
Son of a bitch. That's
hey, nah. For sure.
Chris still catching strays.
Sorry, Chris. It's going to be till the end of time now. That's who you are now. I'm in a rookie draft. I already have Burrow, Stroud, and Young. Just took May at 106. Quarterback. Doesn't it feel good? Like,
feels amazing.
Do you feel that power?
I might mess around and grab Knicks at 11 too. Yes.
Don't mess around. Just grab him or Penix at 111. Be done.
Knicks at 11 is kind of late these days, man. Knicks going 108, 109. So
you know what's crazy though?
If you're in
I'm gonna tell you something wild though. Well, because I'm with you, Fizzle, but we got ADP of 1,000. Now, you know how many drafts are happening? What did I say? 9,900. We're at whoever's clicking this. Stop it. 10,126 since we've started the stream.
I beg them. I beg them to make multiple sheets or multiple tabs.
202, Mike. 202 Bo Nix and 10,000 drafts.
I beg them.
Do you hear that?
202.
What the fuck? Why? Why is he falling that late?
Because we hate quarterbacks.
What are we doing?
I mean, it is what it is. All right. Any other questions?
Who is the biggest Bo Nix detractor at South Harmon?
Do we have to do this?
I'm just saying.
Who?
Me.
Still?
I fought Dynasty Barry every.
No, I know.
fucking
I'm
turn.
saying still. I remember the receipts. You did. You fought him.
Can you say still when I've taken him twice now at the 107? Can you
That's
say still?
I'm asking the question so you can, say
still.
that it's that those days are that Mike that we know he's gone. Right?
He's got top 12 NFL draft capital, and he's starting from day one.
Can we put Barry's comment up easily, Mike? DB, way to go, buddy. By the way, DB,
Easily.
stand on fucking business. I love what you did. You're gonna come to the fight. Come correct.
I was the biggest Bo Nix detractor. I still don't think he's very good, but he's
Don't
a
matter,
top
though.
12 fucking quarterback in Superflex leagues and a top 12 NFL draft capital in Superflex leagues who's starting from day one. Shut the fuck up about the Bo Nix thing. You tell me I could get him at the 202, Adam? Oh my fucking God.
that's a
All right,
smash.
Fizz, let's get two more good questions and let's ride.
Before I lose it.
Mike's getting ready to take this show by the fucking horn.
We got Tyran after this next, and we're gonna close out the Tyran.
All right, bet.
12
Okay, 12 team
teams.
Superflex,
Start
half point for the running back, 0.75 for the receiver, full point for the tight end. It is a 0.1 points per carry, 5 points for a passing touchdown. Burrow, Kyler, Brees, Sharbs, yikes, Chase Brown, Dowdle. We got Rice, London, Addison, Shakir, Dotson, Pitts.
I love it, Brandon. Can I win?
102, 103, 105, 107. Can I win? Let's go.
Yes, you can win with this roster, brother.
You can win with this roster.
I mean, you can win.
We can win something,
So you add Harrison, you add Jaden Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
The 5, if you don't want a quarterback horde, which is very, I'm with it. What do you get in Neighbors? A Dunze?
Let me ask you guys this here. Go ahead. Sorry, Fizz.
I was gonna say I'm gonna guess a Doomsday only because somebody the 104 might want to sneak and get Neighbors, but
it's very close.
What this team needs in a bad way is running backs, in my opinion, or wide receivers, in my opinion. Sorry, like he's got London and then Rashee Rice and then Addison, and then it's like, we ain't got nothing.
Well, you get Marv. Well, no, I ain't gonna guarantee you get Marv, but he should get Marv.
He should. Let's say he does, but I think there's a case to be made, Mike, for this team that with Burrow and Kyler. While I definitely want to have Jaden and maybe the play, Brandon, you know this better than we do. If you take Jaden, can you move one of these three for a really good wide receiver plus? Then I'm definitely locked in on taking Jaden if you know that market's that way.
Definitely fucking can.
Well,
definitely.
Mike, I've seen actually a lot of markets where that's not the case. If that is the case, I'm 100% taking Jaden. The only reason I say that is I think if you go 102, you could end up walking away with the 3 high-end receivers in this class with this situation and then still get a quarterback at that 107 pick. You could end up going Marv, you could end up going Neighbors, you could end up going Rome, and then at 107 you could probably still get you could get JJ or man.
What I'm saying is if you defined your very good wide receiver.
Market is tough.
I'm saying if you define your very good wide receiver or good wide receiver as what it actually is, from fucking 10 to 36 as very good or good wide receiver, you can get this Jaden trade done.
But don't you think all 3 of these receivers in this class have a very good chance? No, they're not all going to do it, but don't you think those are the 3 type of profiles we'd be betting on to get higher than that 10 to 36?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Right. That's what I'm saying. I think if I could get all 3 and guarantee the outcome of where that is, and Mike, I'd be shocked if at least not one of them is not into that high end tier.
I still ain't doing it. I'm taking the fucking quarterbacks and then I'm trading.
Yeah.
Brandon, can I go back to this? You guys say what you got to say after this. I'll just say this. If he says, the market is tough, one says they're going Marv. There you have it.
The market isn't that tough. The market is you're probably aiming too high. You're aiming for Amon-Ra. You're aiming for Chase. You're aiming for CeeDee Lamb. What I'm saying, Adam, is with this team build, you could take a Jaden Daniels easily at the 103. You could easily take a Jaden Daniels here. And like your trade targets now, you could have a Devontae Smith plus, a DK Metcalf plus, a Brandon Ayuk plus, and easily that guy slots into your lineup. Fuck, you might even get 2 of those guys for 1 Jaden Daniels. Just stop shooting for the elite of the elite and be very okay with the pretty damn goods.
Yeah, but in this format, a start 10 lineup league where I don't know what the warp looks like on this, by the way, Brandon. I would probably want to see that for context, but dude, if you are, what does he have right now? He's got Drake London. So if Drake London can take the step, these type of leagues, a lot of times you can win with 2 to 3 high-end wide receiver assets, especially when you have Burrow and Kyler already. That's what I'm saying.
But he needs wide receiver depth, not just one stud.
But if you put 3 people in with Rice in London, he has it. Plus Addison, that's 6 receivers.
But receivers historically, right? Now all these rookie receivers ain't coming out and smashing this year.
Right, but you wouldn't even need to play all 6. You're not going to play all 6. You could still start London, Addison, Rice, and then Marv and one of the other guys.
Rice is probably getting suspended.
For sure. You miss 2 to 4 games? I'm cool with that. That's
so we
fine.
start in London, Addison.
You don't think Marv. There you go.
He's starting London, Addison, and Marv. You still need 2 more fucking wide receivers, Adam.
And
I'm telling you, out of
one?
3 of the guys this year, one of them probably has a really good year. One of them has a decent year, and the other one's like, okay.
For sure.
He was like wide receiver 38, 39, 40, something in that range.
Right, and Rome may not be able to early because of all the different weapons they have there. But
I'm not doing that shit. I'm taking the quarterback and I'm trading it for
Brandon. I would, but
2 of these guys.
First and foremost, let's just stop, reel it back in. It sounds like Brandon says it's not even on the table because Marv isn't going to be there.
Yeah, I think he said Marv is 101, but. If Marv is 101, I'm going 2 quarterbacks at 1
2
and
quarterbacks
2,
in
2 and 3. Yeah, I'm not letting anybody get Caleb or Daniels after.
Welcome to the fucking Thunderdome. Now I got the quarterbacks.
Yeah,
there's going to be people out there that will give you 2 of Devontae Adams and Stephon Diggs types easily for one of these quarterbacks. Easily. And now I slot them in with London, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs. Plus one of the other receivers that I'm going to get at 105. That's a good lineup that you have there.
Rice getting suspended for 6 to 8 games apparently. First and foremost, stop this.
That was the report today that the Chiefs expect a lengthy suspension. Half
Kamara got how many games?
Yeah, I don't believe it either, but that was the report today, so I get it where that comes from.
Okay. Well, anyway, to the point here, if Marv is gone, you probably don't have much of a choice, frankly.
You can't.
You're probably going to have to take Caleb and Jaden there.
Yeah, you can't take Neighbors. Just because you need a receiver, you can't take Neighbors over one of those guys, man.
I'll say I don't think it's in most situations, but I'm in a couple leagues where it just depends on your market. I think if the market is going to allow you to move some of these very, very high-end quarterbacks, especially if Marv's gone, you don't really have much of an option. So you got to take Jaden and Caleb at 102 and 103, I think. And then you're going to just go BPA from that point forward, 105 and 107. If Marv's not there, that's what you got to do, I think.
I don't believe the reports of that multiple game suspension either, but it is what it is. How about if it does happen, though? Jesus Christ, Xavier Worthy to the fucking moon. If it's 8 games for Rashee Rice, it's fucking Xavier Worthy. You should take him at the 104.
You never know.
How about that?
Marquise Brown, man, he want that money.
Who?
Marquise Brown want that money. Hollywood.
I don't remember that guy.
Hollywood. Come on, Mike. You know who that is.
Did they
say that again? Say that again, Fizzle. Mike's been very, very pro Hollywood lately. So say that again, Fizzle.
Who? I'm gonna clip this because I'm guaranteed by week 7, Hollywood.
Playboy at the end too.
Hollywood, man.
Listen here, young blood.
Get that man on the ginger ale. You know,
I'm telling you, man. Hey, don't sleep on Hollywood. That's all I'm gonna tell you, Playboy.
Yeah. Man, flip that shit. All right. Last question here. You know what? And I love what you did. Set Mike up with a 10 team to end his beautiful evening.
Motherfucker.
Oh, damn.
10 team super. No. Fizzle, this is beautiful. I appreciate you. 10 team super flex, PPR start 9, 12 team. Oh, and it's keeper. Oh goodness, we're keeping 12 of the players. I love what's happening right now, Mike. Mahomes, Stroud, Young. Look at you can't even see his eyes, but I can. I know exactly what's happening under them shades. He is having a hard time. Mahomes, Stroud, Young, Levis. We got H.N., Rashad White, B-Rob. I'm assuming that's Brian Robinson. Charbo. Oh, damn. I never heard him called Charbo before. Interesting.
Yeah,
Tajay Spears, Tyreek, Olave, Nico, Keenan, JSN, McBride, Pitts. Would you trade Stroud and Nico for CD and 106? Yes.
In a heartbeat.
Yes.
In a heartbeat.
10 team. I could make the case. I could make Fizzle's case here. In this format, you could argue CD is the most valuable player in the entire league. You could argue it.
No,
definitely.
For sure.
You could definitely argue it. So,
I ain't gonna lie. I paused on it.
CD GOAT. CD GOAT.
I didn't even smash the accept button. I had to think about it for a second because that Stroud name is heavy, man. On the back.
I need you to get with now. If this was 12 team, we're talking a little different. But even then, I think that'd still be okay because 106 now I can still get a replaceable quarterback in a 12 team. I'd be willing to do this given the class. But in this 10 team, send it. See you later. Yeah. Listen, I obviously Stroud is still valuable in this format if he's a hammer, but I'm okay with Young and Levis sliding into my superflex spot. CD in this format is ridiculous. You put CD and Tyreek, guys. You know how far away from the pack CD and Tyreek finished from everybody last year. Who's to say that doesn't happen again? Right.
A lot. Yeah. Yeah. And their best running backs is Ezekiel Elliott. Welcome back, Zeke. Yeah, Fizz, how you feel about
200 targets incoming?
Oh, I'm loving it, man. Look, they always say running back by committee is what you're supposed to do in this league anyway. So when people complain about Dallas not drafting a running back, I'm thinking, why? Because did we need to take one, or did we just put guys like Zeke, Rico, Deuce, Royce if we make the team and just make it work? You know what I'm saying? I don't think we need one guy. We got a committee of guys. Everybody gonna play their role, and Dak gonna go out there and throw the ball. So I'm cool, man. Welcome home, Playboy.
You guys want to know some wild shit? Speaking of CeeDee Lamb and the fact that it's just Zeke and Rico Dowdle or whatever the fuck else they tried out there. Right?
Sure. What do you got?
And Fizz, you've mentioned that they're just gonna throw the fucking football a piss ton.
That's all they're gonna do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You want to know something wild? Right? They let Michael Gallup go. They said fuck that. Like we good. They didn't really address it unless you're a big Ryan Flournoy believer, which is fine. They didn't really address wide receiver. Like we thought maybe they would, right? We got done with the rookie draft today, and you know how all the cuts come in when people are over roster at them? Mm-hmm. In a fucking best ball league, somebody cut Brandon Cooks. I'm gonna say it very softly. I watched this come through in just like the wave of transactions, and it's like up there. So then, of course, like I got to go cut a bunch of people just to bury this fucker like way up there so the chat don't see it. Somebody cut fucking Brandon Cooks in a best ball league at him. I'm about to blow him like my entire fat budget.
Mike, not a best ball league.
I like to hear how far Mike has come. Last year about this time, Mike and I were ready to go blow for blow with Brandon Cooks
and Juju.
Juju right? Me. Yeah, but here, listen. Listen, there's always time to make up for our sins, right? Last year's mistakes. Mike,
overtime. Fuck off.
All the shit that Mike talked about Brandon Cooks, for him to get him for free off the waiver wire, that doesn't even seem that ain't right. That's not how life's supposed to work. All right. By the way, can we put this up? Can we put the Fantasy Plumbers statement up? It's fantastic. Exit. Fizz, if you want to put that up and throw the outro music on, we could have a great ending. Yeah, exactly.
My neighbor's cousin just backed their trailer into their lane wake. I think so.
Woo!
I think so.
I mean, you could win. Yeah. Fuck around and win.
So. Love it. Love it. All right, Fizz, hit that outro music. We'll get out of here. Look at this motherfucker. He's already on it. This it's
we
natural.
Got it popping, man. We on and popping, you know?
He's a natural. Everybody, Fizz, his show is going to be coming out real soon. Live stream, Friday nights. Fizzle Fridays. Do we find out what we're calling it? Is it Fizzle Fridays?
I mean, it's going to be on Fizzle Fridays. It's going to be a marathon. It's going to be a lot of different things, you know? Cash money, no limit. It's going to be everything. You know what I'm saying? We're going to figure it out. But once we figure it out, just tune in. That's all that really matters. Just tap in with us, you know?
This was kind of look, we planned it out, but I'm a piece of shit, so I told Fizz. Fizz hit me up. He was like, we still doing this tonight? I said, absolutely. He goes, we got a thumbnail for it. I said, I don't know if Adam's worked on one yet. And Fizz hit me up with like, what's the show? So I just gave him a couple ideas. Fizz put together that fire-ass thumbnail in like 30 minutes.
Killed it. I even said right before we started, this is like a little thumbnail right here. I like it.
Fuck, man.
I just had to do what I could do. Do what I can do when I can do it, you know?
Keep doing what you do, Playboy.
Hey, look,
Fizz.
We glad you here today. Glad you tuned in with us. And can I win? So I need to know.
Is Jeremiah Trotter still available?
Yes, he is.
Might be.
We appreciate y'all, man.
Good night, young bloods. Playboys.